Hello, how's it going today? It's Frankie here, and I'm back with another movie review. Now, I was looking through a whole list of movies, at home movies, to see what I can watch, and I just put on anything. This one sounded good to me. It's called Elevator Game, and it's about these film crew. I don't know what you call them, film crew or whatever, and it's for the TV show to find out, if the elevator game is real, if the ritual is real. Now, if none of you are familiar with it, it's basically about where you have to push buttons in the elevator, and you go a few different floors, kind of the ritual basically. And you're not meant you're not meant to go ghost girl as well, and you come across this like different world, a different dimension or something like that, and you have to play the game properly. And if you do look at the girl, you die basically. So let me go to the movie. It starts off with this girl called Becky, and she goes into this elevator and she tries it out, and there's this demon behind her or something like that. Eventually, after she does it, and it just cuts the crew, and the crew introduces this guy called Chris. I think that's his name, Chris. No, not Chris. I forgot this dude's name. Becky's brother basically, and they go into the elevator. Bear in mind, I'm not going to talk about everything in the movie. I'm going to show in it, and they start doing it, and nothing much really happens. And this one of the girls experiences like this humming, sound or something like that come from somewhere, and if they think that it didn't happen, so they just walk out and they go back and stuff like that. So, and she hears the humming again, and nothing much came from it. And then one of the other dudes, there's a scene where this dude sees a demon after the lights, sort of turn off in this like apartment building or something like that, in this block of flats, and he sort of like the demon sort of, takes possession of, sort of twisting all his parts of his body and stuff like that, and he sort of like the body, the demon drags him, and yet two other crew members come into it because when the girls forget a camera, they start the elevator game, and the demon sort of attacks them both. Some of the scenes are quite good. The acting's okay in this movie. The characters are perfect for the movie. I don't know, it just needs a bit more. It may continue. And there's, Becky's wife sort of like says, oh, we need to figure out how to do this. We need to go back in there and find out what's going on. So they start doing it again. I mean, before that, obviously, I forgot this dude's name. So basically, this dude goes back, to look for his sister, and he sees like this world that's completely red. My favorite color, by the way, red was partly black, and it's been a while. I mean, black, yeah, black. So and then, yeah, so he goes back in this like, the world's red, and he sees like the demon, and it's scary moment. Like, it's just one of the scariest parts of the demons. They start twisting their head and moving it back and contort themselves. It's quite eerie. So he runs away, and then he doesn't find his sister and stuff like that. Goes back in the elevator, and then tells the other two people that's left, and they have to go back in again to sort it out. And yeah, so obviously one of the guys, obviously gets attacked by this demon because he put all the salt on the ground, but I think he stepped out of the salt by accident, and the other two warned him, and they're sort of like, gets him, and they go back into lift, and they the last two people obviously start off again, and they said that they didn't like close the ritual or something like that. So they go back and they see this red world again, and this guy was like drawn to this demon that he thinks is his sister, and they goes back into lift, and this other girl gets attacked. The girl that's in with him in the lift. It's kind of a good story. I like the storyline. The plot's good. I just think there needs to be a bit more in it. And before I get into how I feel about it fully, I'm gonna obviously continue the rest of it. Please watch the movie and tell me what you think, and then watch my video, or do it the other way around, however you want to. And then this guy, turns back and he sees the demon. Now it cuts off from there. We don't know if the demon actually got him or not. So that's still pending, and then it just goes with this like woman at the end saying, "Oh hi, we just come with this, and I'm just coming to this lift to actually do the ritual because this crew done it, and this girl." I mean, and then as soon as she starts pressing the button, the demon tells her to press it for her. I didn't get what exactly. I expected more of an ending than that. Bearing in mind too, the demon that we see is actually of like one of the cases that this girl found. And it's obviously one of the cases you found. It's one of the cases where this girl, obviously got crushed in the lift, and I could tell. I just sort of realizing that the demon has the same clothing of that girl and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite a mad one actually. The film could have been a bit more than that, and this this is quite debatable, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. I mean, the first few minutes got good, but then there was talking after that for like half an hour or so. It needed more. I mean, the acting was good, the storyline was good, plot was good, demon effects were good, but there needs to be a lot more scares and craziness happening in this movie for it to be good. And I was quite disappointed that there wasn't much to go by in the movie. So that's the one thing I was disappointed with. So this was very debatable of what rating I'm going to give it, because I've seen movies like this where it has so much promise but not enough action and intensity and, you know, craziness and scares in it. Not every movie has to have a jump scare in this sort of situation. But listen, a movie like that, I expect there to be a jump scare. You know, you have a demon in it and it attacks people. It's just, it's you know, just typical horror movies. But I don't know. It's a debatable one, because at first it looks like it's a 5 out of 10. This is questionable. It's not above 7. It definitely isn't a great horror movie. It's a good movie. The mystery's good to it. I kind of like how, you know, it intrigued me just a bit because I want to know what was happening. If the Rome was run, if the guy actually escaped or somehow that, I don't know. Right, I thought the ending should have been a bit different. This is a debatable one. Demon good effects need a tiny bit more. I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. I don't think it's a good. I don't think it's a great movie. It's not an incredible movie. You're at the edge of a seat. It's got a tiny bit more mystery to it. That it wasn't scary enough. It needed more. And I know in the comments are gonna say, "What do you mean by that?" Well, be more scary. Be more inventive. Have more storyline to it. Have a better ending so we can know what actually happened. If he actually found his sister or not, we don't actually know. Maybe that's just how it ended. But we can't need to see more of the, you know, well, maybe there should have been an ending where they actually never escaped that realm, you know, and they go out into their reality and it finds that they're still in that reality. They should have done something like that though. So disappointed. I wasn't left at the edge of my seat. I wasn't gasping. It was just like really interesting movie. So yeah, I do think it's a questionable rating. So I wouldn't be surprised if people gave it a 7 with the demon stuff like that. There were some good parts, good scenes in it, but again, a bit of an average movie for me. So yeah, 6 out of 10 it is. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like, comment, share if you want to know, subscribe and hit the notification bell. So see you in my next video.